Who or what is a burger?
A burger.
ये हमारी कार है और ये हमें और ये हमारी पार्टी हो रही है. So I'm in a really intense, heated conversation right now. एक सालन का जो gravy होता है, is it shorba or shorba? Let me know.
Azam, the very founder of Pakistan, is actually a burger.
You also had an traumatic experience that left a huge scar on you and you're no longer the same person.
Represent the burger community to some fair degree.
आज हम बात करेंगे बर्गर्स की.
A burger is a type of Pakistani, usually a young person who identifies more with Western culture than their own culture.
The term burger is kind of derogatory for me, and it means someone who is superficial, someone who is fake, someone who is pretentious, someone who pretends to be someone or something they are not.
Someone who is not only really rich but also really entitled.
And they're more inclined to adopting westernized culture instead of their own, and they're not proud of their own culture.
Belong to a world where they like to believe that they are foreigners living in Pakistan.
Burger culture is a subculture. I learned that term in sociology once upon a time. Like bonding over not identifying with your culture and identifying with another culture.
Burger culture is what we also in Pakistan call mummy daddy culture.
In my mind, in my opinion, it's someone who has like a lot of really expensive cars, maybe like those big BMW Jeeps or
A
something.
very important part of burger culture is eating out,
Hanging out with your friends.
stuff, beaches, beach parties.
French beach parties, we have to be
Beach parties,
clear.
yes.
Not any other kinds of beaches.
Burger culture is really a world. Like it's a culture where really you're very submerged in things that are not, like I said, not related to Pakistan or Karachi very much.
100% schools have so much to do with burger culture.
They do, because if you go to school, obviously you interact with a lot of different people, and so especially if you go to a certain type of school where they have like a certain type of student body, then you interact with more people who are there. So if you can interact with more burgers who are there, and they could actually end up influencing you.
There are a lot of schools in Karachi specifically which cater to such a class. Of course, the school is more inclined towards studies, but there is a class division. A middle class person, a middle class student would feel like an outsider, if you get what I mean, when they are in these schools.
Also have to understand one other thing, which is the pressure of speaking and learning the English language fluently, and I think they're kind of interlinked, which many people don't realize and understand. In English medium schools, in order to teach English, they have no choice but to bring the English culture as well in schools, right? So a lot of activities and the books that these schools teach from are actually not our values at all. So when they are brought up with those values and that influence from a very, very early age, and if they do not have the wisdom to differentiate between the language and the culture, they are kind of impressionable.
KGS South Show, Beacon House Mixer.
Well, the school that you go to is definitely top of the list.
Actually, I mean, there's Karachi Grammar School.
KGS. Let me think. KGS. Bayview. Bayview High. Mixer, Lyceum.
Mixer College, People Associate.
Probels, yes.
Lyceum, Mixer.
Yeah.
Maybe Cedar College to some extent.
But I'm not only going to blame KGS. and I think most elite English medium schools of Pakistan, not only Karachi, they are most definitely promoting a culture of burgerism, if you will.
A to the R to the A, C-H-I, we don't work, we just play. B to the U to the R to the G, E to the R, what you know about me? K to the A to the R to the A, C-H-I, we don't work, we just play.